see today at Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to pass. It's McKee. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Ducks want to move quickly. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Alvarez. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Alvarez. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Got his man out of the backfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Gives it on the option. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he puts through the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's McKee. Fires to the big fella. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The screen, and watch out. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Toure. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try try to find a rhythm here. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Back to throw, it's Teray. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Get it out on the screen. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a fourth down from the 42.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Got his man quick. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it. But the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in me.
And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Toner. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To the air, it's McKee. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Looking to throw, it's Toure. Using the quick game. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tide!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket. He was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Scanning the field, it's Toure. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The give to the tailback. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Send the tight end in motion. He might want another play. Out of the shotgun on third down. Working that left side now. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Gets the back moving. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Dropping back, it's McKee. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. sets up the screen. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the Warriors on that offensive line.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season. Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Quickly to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Toure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's McKee. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The lone back's got it. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Teray. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions and giving up some yards in the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and 8.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Toner. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking downfield, it's McKee. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alvarez. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. They're working that left side. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's McKee. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Wants to throw. It's McKee. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain while it's at the 17. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense really hard.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's McKee. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown time! And the route is on. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's McKee. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll immediately call timeout. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Toner.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Rush is on him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove them.